much Zig Ziglar means to me. I've had some real rough spots in my life, and in the times that I've had those rough spots, I listen to his tapes just about every day. I probably have some of his speeches memorized. And my favorite thing that he ever said was, he said that you can get everything in life that you want if you will just help enough others get what they want. And that one, man, if that doesn't tell it all right there, got to share one more. He always said, just go as far as you can see, and you can always see to go a little bit further. So he's been a tremendous inspiration in my life. Thank you so much for inviting me to speak. Thank you for allowing me to come. Over the last year, I have been constructing a speech. I've been developing a speech entitled From Middle Management to the Corner Office, 21 Leadership Strategies that will take you there. And I shared some of those leadership strategies with you, and tonight I'd like to share 3 more. Leadership strategy number 15, give more than expected. See, the problem with the employee-employer relationship is most employers will only pay you just enough to keep you. And most employees will only work just hard enough not to get fired. What a terrible arrangement. Now, in order for this relationship to progress, somebody's going to have to give, and that is give more. Now, do you really think that your employer is going to pay you more before you do more? I don't think so. You, the employee, have got to be the one to break this impasse. Before you're ever paid to do more, you must do more. Go to work early. Work with a great attitude. Every project that you're given to do, make it your goal to over-deliver. And stay late. This mainly benefits you. Many employees are reluctant to give more because in the past, each and everything that they've done has not been rewarded or recognized. Many employees feel that if they give more, that only the company will benefit. When you give more, who benefits? You or the company? Mostly you. It's your stock that goes up. When you give more, some wonderful dynamics take place. Number 1, your work ethic improves. Number 2, your attitude consequently improves. Number 3, your self-esteem improves. And number 4, your fellow employees see your improved work ethic, and they will give you a great reference. You know, when you give more, it is your stock that goes up, and if your company will not pay you more for doing more, another one will. Leadership strategy number 16. Take the Coca-Cola bottles downstairs with joy. When I was 21 years old, I was working as an inside sales rep for this particular company. And I would drink a Coke or 2 in the morning and a Coke or 2 in the afternoon. Out of 20 people on the sales floor, I was the leading Coca-Cola drinker. You have to lead the company in something. Now, our Coca-Cola machine was downstairs, and at that time all we had was those glass returnable bottles, and when we were finished with our Coke, we were supposed to take our empties downstairs. Well, not all the salespeople were good about taking their empties downstairs, and they'd let them accumulate on their desk. And from time to time, my sales manager, in an effort to exert his authority, would come walking up behind me, put his hand on my shoulder, and ask me to go around the entire sales floor and pick up everybody's empties and take them downstairs. How humiliating that was. I started with this company in June, and by October, I was salesperson of the month. And this company had this great tradition. On the first day of every month, they would have this, at the beginning of the day, they would have this short ceremony, and you get to stand up in front of everybody, and you were given this salesperson of the month plaque. November 1 was my day. I got to stand up in front of the entire sales floor, presented with a really beautiful salesperson of the month plaque. That very afternoon, once again, my sales manager comes up behind me, puts his hand on my shoulder, and asks me to go around the entire sales floor and take all the empties downstairs. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let me ask you, how does the salesperson of the month react to this? Well, I gave him my dirtiest look, is what I did. And you better believe that I walked around the entire sales floor, gathering up those empties with a scowl on my face. Now, I don't know if it was my second trip downstairs or my third, but I caught myself and I said, hey, John, this isn't you. And this is not the attitude that's going to get you where you want to go. I walked upstairs and I noticed there was a half-finished Coca-Cola bottle sitting on my sales manager's desk. It was my turn to walk up behind him and put my hand on his shoulder. And he turned around and I said, when you're finished with your Coke, I'll be happy to take you empty downstairs. You should have seen the look on his face. It's worth $1,000. Ladies and gentlemen, my best recommendation if you want to get ahead in life is to take the Coca-Cola bottles downstairs and enjoy. Leadership strategy number 17, your education never stops. If you have a high school diploma, please let me encourage you to go to an online university or go to a local college or a local university and get your AA. And let me encourage you to go on and get your bachelor's. And if an MBA would take you where you want to go, by all means, go for your MBA. Researchers conducted this particular study, and the conclusion at which they arrived, they found that people who have finished just 1 year of college make on average in their lifetime more money than somebody with a high school diploma. Same study showed that somebody who had finished 2 years of college made on average more than somebody who had finished 1 year of college. Somebody with 3 years of college on average made more money than somebody who had finished 2 years of college, and of course the person with the bachelor's degree made on average more than somebody who had finished 3 years of college. In this world where virtually everything we accomplish can be lost, in this world where virtually everything we gain can be lost, one thing that can never be taken away from you is your education. In this world, ladies and gentlemen, never forget, you will only stand as tall as how tall you stand on the books you have read. Mr. Toastmaster.